How did they decide who was going to come to media day? Was it a reward for off-season workouts, or how did that kind of come together? Do you know?
I have no clue.
They just called you and said, "Hey, you're coming."
Yep, I'm just here because they told me to be.
These 4 guys that are here, though, would you consider all 4 big leaders on this program?
Yeah, we got a team full of leaders, and we lost a lot of big ones last year, but I think we're going to be just fine with the leaders we have this year.
What is it that makes you think this team's going to be just fine leadership-wise? I mean, Baker's obviously such a big personality. A couple of those other guys, Stephen Parker, guys like that. That's Lincoln, I think, said that's one of the big question marks in this team a couple months ago, at least.
Yeah. I said it before. I feel like at Oklahoma we just reload, and that's in everything. So, yes, we lost a lot of great leaders, great players, but we have a lot of great leaders and great players ready to step up too. So, I feel like we'll be all right.
Have you changed your role in terms of being more vocal or anything of that nature?
Kind of like being here. I just do whatever they need me to do. So, if that's being vocal, then I'll be vocal. If they just need me to put my head down and work, which is what I've always usually done, that's what I'll do. So,
how much different has this offseason been versus last year? Trying to get back healthy and everything that came along with that, and now you've had a season where you proved yourself in a lot of ways.
It's all the off seasons that I've had have always been pretty consistent. Like, I always have really good, working off seasons. Just improve on my game, improve on my lifts, weight, speed, all that kind of stuff. The only difference this year is that I wasn't recovering from a neck injury or a leg injury. So
yeah. Think back 12 months to this exact day. You only had 1 career carry in 12 months where you are now. Just when you wrap your arms around that, what do you think about?
I feel like I've got a lot more experience. Obviously being able to play in more than a game and a half, and so I feel like my experience level has gone up.
For you this summer, not knowing who the starting quarterback's going to be, does that change the way you prepare, your comfort level with it all? What's that been like for you this summer?
Same summer for me. I mean, I'm going to be good with whatever quarterback steps out there on the field, come September. So, whoever it is, I'm okay with it.
Now that you've been around him for a while, what's your impressions of Benny Wiley and going through a summer with him?
I love Benny. He's been a great asset to the team. Helps us, and it's more than just lifting with him. It's taking care of your nutrition. He helps with Coach Tiff, and then staying straight in the classrooms. Make sure we're staying straight off the field. He just does extra, and I just feel like he's a great guy, great fit for Oklahoma.
Going back to quarterbacks, everyone just assumes Kyler's going to be the starter. But can you talk a little bit about Austin Kendall and what Austin's summer's been like?
I mean, they've both had great summers, and it's not even just those two. So, like I said, whoever steps out there, I don't care.
What's it like being teammates with a guy who just signed a $4.6 million contract?
You would think it'd be different, but he's not that type of guy. He's very humble. He's a great teammate, great person. So it's no different.
You haven't noticed any changes in him?
Not at all. Like, you wouldn't know that he's walking around with millions of dollars in his pocket.
So he's not treating you guys to dinners at Vast or Red Rock or anything?
No. He wouldn't have done that before, so he's not doing it now.
Do you guys give him a hard time? I mean, is it easier to give him a hard time?
Honestly, we don't really care that he's got millions of dollars, and he's very humble about it all. So I mean, it's you would think that it's different, but it's not at all.
Sorry, you said you're not really sure why you're picked to kind of come here, and you're just kind of being here because you're asked to be here. To me, it kind of comes off as you're maybe one of the leaders of the team. I mean, it's like, why do you think you would be selected to come in and be a part of Big 12 Media Days? I mean, have you given that much thought at all?
Maybe just because I look good. I don't know. I have no clue. I honestly couldn't tell.
You kind of noticed that you jumped out of the pool and whatnot. You know, as a guy who does well in the weight room. What guys have stood out over the summer in terms of maybe not just lifting weights, but box jumps or anything like that?
I feel like there's a lot of freak athletes at OU. There's Creed Humphrey. He's squatting over 500 pounds. Like Neville Gallimore is squatting over 500 pounds. they're lifting, they're benching just as much. Like, it's crazy. Like, I've always feel like, you know, I was a really strong guy, but then like I get next to Neville and it's like, what? Like he like throw me out the stadium. It's like crazy.
What have you seen out of TJ and Kennedy?
They're one of the hardest workers I've ever met. You know, they're always showing up before for extra, staying after for extra. You know, they just work.
Kennedy specifically, how did he handle what happened last year, being hurt? You know, obviously you're a guy who's gone through that a lot.
Yeah. You know, injuries are hard, but you know he's handled it really well. He's been able to come back and you know stay strict with his rehab and you know stay strict with his lifting and his speed work. So you know, he's coming back really well, and I think he's going to have a good year.
Did he ask you for advice on anything since you've been through this process of missing an entire season?
Different people deal with injuries differently. You know, it wasn't so much he came to me for advice. It was more like just subtle things. You know, like, hey man, I know what you're going through. It'll be all right. You know, that kind of thing. And I feel like we understand what that means. So.